Today's adventure brings me to San Francisco, California, as a recording of this Wednesday, August 16, 2023. They are having a midweek farmers market right here. And looking the other way, a very iconic structure, the San Francisco City Hall, off in the distance. There were cones. San Francisco time. Gonna start off with a little Phil's Coffee. 1 cup at a time is their slogan, and they are based here in San Francisco. Welcome everyone, Adam the Woo here. Daphne is here as well. We have acquired some, I have a piping hot caffeinated beverage. Yours is? Iced. Yours is iced. We are standing in front of here. We're gonna walk in here momentarily for a brief moment, but I am excited because today we're gonna go to a couple spots, a place I have never been to, the Painted Ladies. Yeah. Known probably to most people from the intro of Full House. Yeah. I've never been to that park. And also we're gonna go to Golden Gate State Park? Golden Gate Park? Not State Park. Golden Gate Park. And a couple other places. Yeah, I'm so excited. There's a couple spots that you want to go to. There's a dessert place and a food eatery. What are the names of those? Yes, oh my gosh, Arguello Street Market. I went there, I think for my video when I drove up just to the city. It's the best world famous turkey sandwiches. I'm so excited for you to try it. It's been the one food item, but like, I'm so excited for you to try. We're gonna do that, and then we're gonna have some crepes. Some crepes in Japantown, yeah. We're gonna do a lot of stuff today. Walk a lot, take some public transit. I'm inviting you to join me and Daphne. Yeah. Shall you? I forgot to mention what I got. I got a Filtered Soul, which is basically a hazelnut style coffee. And what did you end up getting? I got their mojito coffee. It's non-alcoholic, but it's just like mint flavored coffee. It's so good. Yeah, they have pretty dang good coffee. I like the hazelnut. I also like the Jacob's Wonder Bar. Those are my two favorites from Phil's. Wonder Bar. Got the steam coming out of the ground. This pipe here. So I was recently watching Dirty Harry. Now, last time I was in town, I went on the stairs in here. It was used in the very end of Raiders of the Lost Ark with Harrison Ford. But it was also used in the Clint Eastwood movie, Dirty Harry. Walk in there real quick before we get going. That's a lot of, that's some steam there. And they're doing a photo session here at the kind of the foreground, so I'm not gonna walk up the stairs. There's some wedding photos, so I don't want to block anyone that's getting their photos. But this is the very famous staircase right here. Pretty impressive. Oh, the clock just turned noon. It's got the mayor from 1931's name up there. I love that they have Abraham Lincoln right here out front. Abraham Lincoln here. All right, we're gonna head over towards the Painted Ladies. All right. Pretty excited about seeing these. This is something I've always wanted to see for a long time. Crossing over Page. Very hilly area through here. Lots of hills. There are coyotes. San Francisco Parkland is an important habitat for several hundred species of wildlife, including coyotes. Coyotes are commonly seen in this area. And there's a lot of people up here taking photos of the Painted Ladies, which are behind me. So I'm gonna go up here before I turn around and get the view. But look, all the way to the top of the hill. It's just like dozens of people with their cameras, taking selfies, taking photos. Let's get to the top. Wow, the Tanner residence. That is pretty dang cool. I can see why they use this, because you got the skyline off in the distance right there. Very beautiful, very scenic. Downtown, way over there, side of this hill. I'll walk over there in a minute. Check out the stoop. How many times have you been to this spot, you think?
Not as much as you'd think. Probably only maybe a handful of times.
It's kind of away from a lot of stuff. It's not really like in downtown.
Yeah.
Let's say it's probably one of the more popular tourist destinations though, as far as pop culture goes. People probably think of the Painted Ladies. You know, not just for Full House, but just the Painted Ladies in general. Very iconic San Francisco landmark. This and the Golden Gate Bridge. What would be the other ones?
Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
Haight Street.
We're in the general vicinity, the neighborhood of Kimmy Gibbler.
Oh yeah.
Kimmy Gibbler would have been in these parts too.
Yeah.
All the Tanners and Tanner's friends. Uncle Joey and Jesse. The whole crew.
The whole gang.
Was all here. At least fictionally. A fun fact, the very first season, when they did the intro for it, the cast was not even here in San Francisco. In fact, they filmed a lot of it in Griffith Park, over near Walt's Carousel and that whole area. And then they used extras playing Bob Saget and the girls. And then they used them showing them from behind, so they didn't even come here until after the first season. And then they eventually showed back up and did some of the intros here in town.
And then, didn't they build the replica house on the WB
Oh,
lot?
yeah,
and
they
now
did.
It's just sitting there.
For Fuller House, the WB lot in Burbank is where they recreated the second one over, which is now the bluish hue. So I never saw Fuller House. I saw a lot of Full House, but I never watched Fuller House.
Yeah, I mean, no Olsen's. So.
Olsen Free was the Fuller House.
Yeah.
Never saw that show. But I did like Full House. So there's the park over there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's how you know we're not too far from Haight Street. The hippie bus going by. Now, I grew up on TGIF. Full House was the first one at 7, and then 7:30 was always Family Matters, then Perfect Strangers, and after that they had another one. And later, the progression of TGIF, the incarnations as it went on, ended up having Step by Step, which was great. I think my favorite of the original TGIF lineup was Perfect Strangers, followed by Family Matters, I should say, followed by Perfect Strangers. But I did have a small soft spot for Full House. Dang, this is so cool.
Yeah, they have a little sign in there.
Oh, what does it say?
Oh, it's just about the private residence.
Ooh, they do guided tours until May 2nd, but they don't resume after July 15th. Me at the bottom of our stairs, just show up, $20 a person. Wait a second. Is this happening now? Until May 2nd, tours will resume after July 15th. $20 a person. We just wait right here. We can go in the house? What in the name of heck? Yes. Take my $20 each. I was just in New York a couple months ago, and I got a photo on the stoop of the Cosby Show house, which is another one I grew up with. So I think I might take a photo right here on the stoop of the Full House house. What is my life right now? All right, we have decided not to do the tour. It's a 75-minute tour when they finally come out, so we have so much to do today, and they didn't film inside the house. It was on a set. Would be neat to see inside the house, but an hour-and-a-half tour, we got other stuff to do. But pretty cool that the owners are actually giving tours of the inside of the house, even though they didn't film anything inside the house. Pretty awesome. They don't want you parking in front of the house. I think there was a clip of John Stamos here, and no one recognized that it was John Stamos in front of the house.
Oh my god.
People were taking photos, and they asked them to like take a picture of them in front of the house, and then later I think he posted something online about it being. At least maybe I just made that up in my own mind, but I think I saw something like that.
I know that happened with Gary.
It happened to Gary Oldman at
Universal.
Wizarding World in front of 3 broomsticks, right?
Yeah.
In front of his sign. People were like, oh, can you get out of the way? We want to take a photo of your wanted sign. It should also be noted, I was looking online, that the close-ups of the house are over on another street called Broderick Street. Again, they did not film inside the house, but when you're seeing it zoomed in and panned out from that intro, it was the blue house right there. And also up on the hill from season 4 intro where they were having the picnic. We'll go up there, match that up also. There's an angle of the whole family. They were kind of farther back up the hill so they could get the view of the skyline off in the distance. Right there. They're just right about here. On a picnic blanket, enjoying a picnic. Didn't have to go too far from their house.
Nice.
Yeah. I always wondered, whatever happened to predictability? The milkman, the paperboy? Is it even MTV? Even MTV? I never know if they said even MTV or even on TV.
All I know is predictability. That's the only lyric I know.
The milkman and the paperboy, and something about TV.
Something about TV.
Yeah, I always interpret it as even MTV. Everywhere you look, everywhere you go, sirens. I would probably wager that Mary-Kate and Ashley have never been back here. just a hunch.
Yeah, they don't really remember that show too well.
No, they were very young. They were very, very young. Maybe though. I don't know. What if they were like sitting here having a picnic right now?
That'd be pretty wild.
What's your favorite non-Full House Mary-Kate and Ashley moment, entertainment thing, like movie-wise?
Movie-wise?
Or TV, or anything.
Movie-wise? Ooh, that's tough. There's so many classics. I would probably say Our Lips Are Sealed. Probably my favorite. And then TV show would be So Little Time or Two of a Kind. But So Little Time I was obsessed with and I read the books.
Wow, you know a lot of.
I was a huge Mary-Kate and Ashley fan.
Was that the tagline?
Yeah, for their TV show when they're in the little detective coats after this, their tagline at the end was they can solve any crime by dinner time.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, and they did.
Columbo couldn't even solve every crime by dinner time. Sometimes he had to go home to Mrs. Columbo and discuss and then come back and eventually get the criminal to confess. Mary-Kate and Ashley opened, they solved every crime by dinner time.
Yeah, should have hired them.
The show, yeah.
Columbo Olsen.
We're now walking over to get a turkey sandwich. What I'm hearing is one of the best turkey sandwiches ever.
World famous turkey sandwich.
World famous turkey sandwich.
So excited for you.
Just so many beautiful homes around this area. This car right here has no one in it. Not a passenger, not a driver. Self-driving cars. It's a ghost car. It is weird just seeing a car driving around with not a soul in it. The future. All right, getting ready to cross Fulton on, you pronounce it Arguello?
Arguello.
Arguello. A little bit of a hike from where we were. It's gonna be worth it. We get some tasty sandwiches in our mouths. Turkey sub. Got a bicycle right there at the cafe. It's not gonna be the Bella Rouge Cafe though. It's your neighborhood grocer, the Arguello Market. Classic truck alert out front. This is it. Comes highly recommended from Daphne. Yeah, so basically it's just it's a deli counter at a grocer's. A grocer, liquor, meat, deli, all that. Home of the world famous turkey sandwiches. They have it promoted all over, inside and outside. And we both got exactly the same thing. I let Daphne order for me just because she's eaten here many, many times when she used to live here and then also coming back to visit. Went with the turkey. It definitely has like that style of turkey, almost like a leftover Thanksgiving sandwich where you have the Thanksgiving turkey and then you make leftovers on the bread later. Except this is like a much more intense and better version of that. So like a highlighted version of that. So take that and then magnify it to the next degree is the style, I guess is the best way to describe the world famous turkey sandwich that they had. We ended up sitting outside on the little tables outside. Also got some chips that were really good, that are a nice little tie-in. And it was served on a certain kind of bread that's specifically known to this area, right?
Yeah, Dutch Crunch bread.
Dutch Crunch bread.
Yeah.
It's made here in San Francisco.
I think I'm pretty sure it was like started here, but I've only seen it here and in other San Francisco-based sandwich shops. So
Yeah, it was pretty good.
so good.
And it wasn't sourdough. It was non-sourdough Dutch Crunch bread.
Yeah, it's just like the top of the bread is what makes it so special. Like it has that, I don't even know. It's just so good.
Well, it was all good.
Yay!
All right. Where are we heading now? Haight Street?
Haight Street and then to 9th and Irving, Golden Gate Park areas.
Golden Gate Park and Haight Street. Hippie area.
A hip hop, a hip hip.
I know exactly where we're at right now. So you have the little antenna up there. Big antenna up on the side of the hill. And Amoeba is right here. San Francisco's Amoeba Records. Doing some kind of construction. I remember this area. We were here a couple years ago. Look at all these little amoebas right here playing music. They buy, sell, and they trade. Here at Amoeba Music. Like the old neon. Obviously when I think of Amoeba, I think of the Hollywood Amoeba, which isn't even in the same spot on Sunset anymore. They moved it over to Hollywood. This is one of the older Amoebas. Walking down Haight Street. There was a time in my life I never thought I would be in this spot, and now this is the second time in my life I've been here. Land of the sun.
And it was on Cool Street. I think it was that yellow one.
Where Manson lived?
Remember what we did where he first started to form the family?
Oh, over here. Next to the Jimi Hendrix mural. Old sign. Frank's Liquor sign. Corner of Haight and Cole. We are all one human race. A lot of vintage stores through here. There's one right over here, Vintage Cooperative. Check out Robert's Hardware here. All the plants out in front. Sucking some cactuses. Goodness. There's another Jimi Hendrix mural up on the side of that building as well. Oh, actually, that's the Jimi Hendrix Red House. That's right, that's why he's got that painting on the side there. Gotta show the cross streets here, Haight and Ashbury. Legendary corner. Over here at the Piedmont Boutique is the classic set of legs right there. Wow, look at this thing. Do not write on wet cement. It's good words to live by there. And over here on the corner of Haight and Ashbury, got some live music over there. You got a Ben & Jerry's. This store here has been open for over 100 years. It's a vintage store for men's and women's. Got the googly eye glasses right here. And 1950s clothing through 80s clothing. They also got costumes, decades of fashion. There's a self-driving car right there too. There's no one in that car. Check it out, it's Bobby. He's got the googly eyes too. This store's not open. There's actually quite a few stores that aren't open. Got the gates down and everything. This peace sign out here in front of what is referred to as the Manson Mansion. Where young Charlie spent his days, right here at 636. Right off of Haight Street over there, just around the corner. And unlike the Full House steps, you cannot get a photo on Charlie's stoop. Not happening. I mean, you can climb over it. But yeah, I'm not going to. One of the things I really like about this area San Francisco in general, are just the layers of houses going up the side of the big hill. Just so beautiful. Look at that. Just layer after layer, street after street of houses going up the top of the hill. All about the ambiance. All right, there it is, the Ferris wheel here in the park. Making our way past the fountain here, well, up to the fountain, and gonna go grab a ticket or two from the Ferris wheel, or to the Ferris wheel. Doors have closed. Echo here. The Sky Star rolling across America is what the slogan says. Yeah, you get a really good view over there. You see the fog kind of rolling in off in the distance. And even more fog rolling. And the roof of the Science Center is very unique looking with the grass, the living, we call it a living roof over there.
A living roof.
Little sculpture right here. There's a stage over there where someone's performing off in the distance. You can kind of see it there as well. It's only been open a few years, right?
I think it opened in 2018 or 2019.
Definitely a lot of fog in San Francisco. A lot of residents too, look over there. Down there's my little sculpture. There are windows in here that you can pull down right here to let some air in. Gives a little airflow. Okay. Windows up there.
Spun around like so, but this is like our 4th time going.
Yeah.
So for your price, this is not too shabby. I thought we were about to get off. I was like getting my bag ready to get up and everything, but we're still going 5 times around.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get 4 or 5 times spins around.
Yeah, this is our fourth spin. Judah, and it's only about like 3 or 4 stops away, and then you're right here. It's pretty cool.
Very interesting. What are those, like solar panels on top of the roof over there, on top of the grass section of the roof?
There's skylights.
Skylights, okay. Look at that fog rolling in over there. It is just like no joke. Fog galore. We are now stuck up at the top because they're starting to unload at the bottom. Fun fact, the fog has its own name. It has a name, and it's, what is it?
It's Carl.
Carl with a K.
Carl with a K.
Not Carl with a C, Carl with a K. Not sure why it's specifically with a K and not a C, but the fog has its own name. Fun fact. And there's a zoomed in view of the fountain and a zoomed in view of the archway there where there is an artist up there performing and singing today. You got the buses over there going to the Science Center. Pulling away. Oh, there's even some segways. I don't see segways too often anymore. But there are some here. The half dozen of them. Going out of the park now and heading this direction. Also getting some Kubrick vibes through here. So we're going to start making our way over to Japantown. So I feel like with the sun kind of starting to descend a little bit and the fog rolling in, it's probably going to start getting pretty chilly pretty quickly. We are going to take the 38BX Muni bus Or maybe not. I thought that was it.
That one was a 38R, the 38 Rapid, so it doesn't hit every stop.
Okay. That was the Rapid. Oh, there's a self-driving car. There's no one in that car. Pulling into the station. Bus stop. Japantown. We're on our way. Arrived in Japantown. Take right over here to the Japan Center West Mall. Pretty good place. Right inside, hit these doors. Yeah, I love this old mall. Japan Video. It's right here on the right, if I remember correctly. Just past this spot. Oh yes, there it is. Are they open? Still open, yep, still open. Belly Good Cafe and Crepes. You always get the, well, I've only been with you here once, but you got the peanut butter and jelly crepe. I remember. These are all the different ones. Just a little delicious treat after a delicious meal. All the different flavors here. They're $9.25 each, give or take. $1. Vanilla ice cream, strawberry and pudding. They roll them up. Espresso bean and cream. Banana Nutella. Red bean paste. Custard chocolate and almond. Where's the one you usually get? Or is it like not even on the menu?
Not even on the menu?
Like a secret menu.
It used to be.
Look at this one. It's a ham and cheese. And ice cream and fruit. I kind of like the custard and chocolate and almond. I am pretty excited about this. Belly Good Cafe. It's good for the belly. This is awesome. It says thank you. Happy face. Great. Look at this. It's a little face. This almost looks like a little bear.
Mine's going hee hee. It's like little hands.
Oh, that's what it is. Cute. Mine has a little heart. That's what it's going hee hee. It's got, yeah, it's doing a little snicker. Nice. It almost looks like a little, is it supposed to be like a doggy popping out?
Yours looks like a dog.
This is so awesome. Oh my god. They do such a good job with these. This is like literally the cutest dessert I've ever seen. That was delicious. Walking back to downtown now. I like this building over here. There's a mural of a bear with a butterfly on its nose. Got the O'Farrell Theater right here. And also the Great American Music Hall off in the distance, where the Oakland Interfaith Gospel Choir is performing. That'd be probably pretty good. Oh, look. Look at this. Look.
I wouldn't look in that little.
Maybe you're gonna look in that little hole. Don't do it. It's a trap. All these old buildings now. Look at the Winton Hotel sign. There's a little hotel arrow right there. It says Winton Hotel next to the Columbia Hotel. Just a little arrow. It says Winton right in that window. And that's gonna do it for today. From San Francisco. Saw some sights, did some things, had a couple delicious treats. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. The vlog is over.